Hello everyone, Donnie Wanders here, and today I have wandered to the Reservoir Trail and the Vibert Trail, all part of Victoria Park in Truro, Nova Scotia. If you watched my last video in Victoria Park, I kind of just wandered around some of the waterfall areas. I ended that recording here at the Vibert or Vibert trailhead. I don't know how to pronounce that. And I kind of thought, well, I'm here, I may as well do it. So I think I'm going to check out this trail, which is like a designated trail. In my previous video, I just wandered around looking for waterfalls, of which there are several here in Victoria Park. I'm like, well, I'm here. It's still relatively cool. It's supposed to get hot today, but still nice and cool. I have water, I have snacks, I have energy, and I have time. So why not? The Vibert or Vibert Trail, I wish I knew how to pronounce it, is a loop trail. I think it's around 2 or 2.5 kilometers. I think I saw on the sign back there. And it starts about 1 kilometer from the main parking area for Victoria Park. There are multiple parking areas, so it may be easy to access this trail from one of those other parking areas. I'm not sure, but I'm parked in the main parking area, did my little wander of the part of the park that's closest to that parking area, and now I'm doing this as an add-on. I looked at the map that I took a photo of the map at the trailhead, and it looks like this trail intersects with another trail called Reservoir Trail, so I might check out part of that trail or do the whole trail. We'll see how I'm feeling once I get to that intersection. This trail so far, though, is like the rest of the park that I've experienced so far, just like a crusher dust gravel trail, and it follows along one side of, and it looks like up here I'm going to cross over, this little brook, which is called Leper Brook. So I'll give you a quick look at this. The water level is really, really low in this brook right now. There's a pipe going across it there. I'm not sure what that's all about. But this Vibert Trail, like I said, it intersects with Reservoir Trail, and looking on the map, it looks like there is a water reservoir up here. So once we get to that trail, I might be able to just like have a look at the reservoir. But if it's a reservoir, then there's going to be a dam, and that might account for why this brook is so very, very low today. I mean, that and the fact that it has not really rained a lot in the last couple of weeks. Okay, that did not take very long. It looks like I'm coming up to the reservoir already. There's some fencing here. Ooh, it is hot out in this sun. So it looks like this fence is keeping people out of a canal. What do you call this? A viaduct? And there is lots of water in it, or a fair amount. Oh no, there's hardly any water in it. I was thinking it was water, but it's actually just staining. And then over here you can see a berm, and I suspect that's either a road or perhaps that's the reservoir behind that. So let's go explore. I just walked up from where I first noticed the flume or the aqueduct or the viaduct, and this sign is here, and it says we are now on the intersection of the Reservoir Trail. It also says that the Vibert Trail is that way, and then the water treatment plant is that way too. So I am going to go that way in a minute. This road, this must be the water reservoir for the town of Truro. So we have a dam here. Here's the upstream part of the dam. Yeah, not much water in there today. And then here's downstream. There you go. So I bet that's a raging torrent. That's quite a steep slope there. When the reservoir gets up to a certain level, and I say that's a dam, but I mean this whole road I think is probably considered a dam, and it looks like there's some water plant infrastructure over there too. Now I have to decide which way I want to go. I think that I will go this way, which is the way towards the water treatment plant and the rest of the Vibert trail. So I'll carry on. So I'm at another intersection where the Vibert trail and the Reservoir trail intersect, and it looks like here's the water treatment plant. Not much to look at. And now I have a decision to make if I want to go back into the woods and carry on with the Vibert trail, or if I want to carry on with the Reservoir trail. I might go just a little further along the Reservoir trail and check it out. I can always turn around. So if you follow the Reservoir trail as listed on the park map, it comes right back here to the back side of the water treatment plant, and I hear some mechanical noises. I suspect it's coming from this building, and yeah, it looks like there's another pond there. There's some benches over there, so I think that's all fair game as well. I might actually be carrying on this way, actually. Not sure what this machine is. It's, it could be like a pump or a mixer, that sort of thing, for chlorine or other water treatment processes. Pretty little pond here. There's two of them, and I'm pretty sure that these are man-made, some sort of reservoir. Really pretty here. Reservoir trail loops around like the backside of the reservoir, and I'm seeing a little glimpse of it there through the trees, but obviously this is why it's called Reservoir Trail. It loops around, and these little side trails are like bike trails, and I have seen quite a few mountain bikers out today, which is kind of nice. I think way too hot for me to be on a mountain bike today, if ever. I can't think of a really good temperature in which I would want to be on a mountain bike doing mountain bike trails, because I don't really have that ability. But I think it's like awesome that these bike trails are so well used. I'm walking along this gravel road. It's very exposed, like to the sun, and I've been coming across a few of these signs that say the rail yard. I don't really know what the rail yard is. There's QR code, I could check it out. Not going to today, but this trail is called Bootleg, and it looks like if I were to continue on this gravel road, I would go down there and then cut over to the left, but this one I think just kind of cuts the corner, and I think it's going to be in the trees, which is what I prefer to just walking on like a dusty gravel road. So we'll see if I get hopelessly lost. If I do, then I will get hopelessly found eventually. I'm not too worried in here. I do have my like I said, I'm following both All Trails and the Backroads map book app. So as long as my phone doesn't die, I should be okay. And the other thing is that there's actually quite a lot of people around today. Ooh, that's nice, already in the shade. Ooh, and kind of more of a wild trail. This is nice. This is the first like rough trail that I've been on. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm not afraid of getting lost. There actually is quite a lot of people around today, even though there aren't too many in this video. So pretty low risk for me to wander onto the Bootleg trail today. And if I went the wrong way, I can always just turn around and head back out to that water treatment plant road. And as predicted, I'm coming to the end of Bootleg, out onto the gravel road. Or actually, that's the gravel road right down there, and then the Reservoir trail carries on this way. And there's a sign here that says the Rail Yard, Victoria Park. And I've seen a few cyclists. I think that based on the first thing on this sign, it says Skills Park, and the very bottom thing says Callus Jumps. It makes me think that this is part of the bike park. And I know that there is a section of this park that is typically used for like mountain biking. So pretty sure that's what Bootleg is. And yeah, so that's where we are now, is I think entering at least part of the bicycle mountain biking part of Victoria Park. The backside of the trail, what I'm calling the backside, along the reservoir is pretty much just a road, but now this part is actually more trail, and you get a little bit more of a view of the reservoir. It's quite lovely. Just coming up to the end of the north side trail for the reservoir, and this is what it looks like here, but just like a few 100 meters back that way, or 100 meters that way. It looks more like a trail. It was definitely more enjoyable than the south side of the trail, which is like runs along over here, because that side of the trail is more like just a gravel road. But the north side, this side, even though this is pretty much looks like a gravel road, it feels more like a walking trail. So quite enjoyable. Both sides were enjoyable. South side, a little bit more boring. The north side, definitely more views of the reservoir interspersed with trees, like this. I'm coming to the intersection with the dam road, and there is a nice sign here that talks about the rail yard, Victoria Park, and it is a mountain bike park with over 40 kilometers of bike trails. So that's really, really cool. I think the trails probably range in difficulty from pretty easy, which is what I could probably handle, and actually the green ones are the easy ones. There's quite a lot there, and then they get harder from there. I also don't have a mountain bike, so that's part of why I always say I'm not a mountain biker. Cool water tower here, which you would expect in a place where there is a municipal drinking water supply. I'm approaching the trailhead for the Vibert Trail. The sign is right here. So this trailhead is actually inside Victoria Park, and I don't know how else you would access this trail, but presumably there is a way. So I did Vibert Trail and I did the Reservoir Trail. The two of them combined was about 8.7 kilometers, mostly walking, a little bit of like trail walking, but not too much. Like, I wouldn't call it hiking necessarily. It's a really nice walk. So now I am making my way back to the main parking area, which is about 1 kilometer from here. So if you want to see what's in the rest of this park, like everything that I'm gonna kind of cruise through now to get back to the car, check out my previous video. So I actually did another video, and that one would have come out the week before this one, so I will put a link to that video in the description. This is a beautiful park. Not so much a hiking. I didn't experience too much like hiking. I would call it more walking, which is just great on a beautiful hot summer day. I have no issue with just going for a walk. So I guess that's it for me. So thank you for watching, and Donnie Wanders. We'll see you in the next one.